Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Today in this lecture, we are going to discuss section formula. So we will study that what is section formula. If we have 2 points, 2 points means we are done the line segment. So we know the line segment joining 2 points. Then you can extend it in both directions. So you'll get a line. If 2 points are given, we are given a line. Now, in between those 2 points, if you have to identify another point, which is maybe exactly in between those 2 points, maybe somewhere any point in between those two. Suppose AB, if you consider any point in between AB, maybe exactly the midpoint. Now, how to identify or how to find the location of that particular point? Maybe location means how to find the coordinate in terms of coordinate geometry, how to find the coordinate of those particular points. If it is midpoint, it means a point which divides the line segment into two equal parts. Similarly, I can find a point which divides the line segment into three equal parts. So, okay, let's go to the slide. Uh, there are actually two types of section formula. One is internal, the other is external. So, we are going to cover both of them. We need to consider 2 points first. Suppose I have 2 points. One is here, another is somewhere here. Okay. Again, as 2 points are given, I have to consider its coordinate x1, y1, and here it is x2, y2. 2 points are given means its coordinates are given. Now, what is the question? So, of course, you can join the line segment, and we have 2 points A and B. Suppose again from Assam to Bangalore, you are traveling. Suppose in between Assam and Bangalore, you have to wait. Suppose you want to wait exactly at the midpoint, exactly at the middle. Okay. Now you know the coordinate of initial and final point. You don't know the coordinate of the middle point where you have to wait. Middle means some point which divides the line segment AB into equal points. Okay, you know that one, but what is the coordinate of that one? Now, always it is not important that you have to find exactly the middle point. Sometimes other point also. Suppose 700 kilometer you are going to travel. Now, out of them, after 200 kilometer, you will stop. Okay, then 200, the ratio is 2 is to 5. You have 200 kilometer in one side, the other side you will have another 500 kilometer. So, in general, suppose I consider a point somewhere here, maybe point C. Now, what we know, this particular ratio, that is AC is to BC. The ratio is, suppose M is to N. M by N. Now, we have to find the coordinate of C. Is the question clear? All of you? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
When the points are given, the ratio M is to N is given. That is, you are going to stop in between A and B. So, ratio is given. But you know, x1, y1, x2, y2, M and N. These 6 numbers are known to us. Now, we have to find the point C. That is the coordinate of point C. Now, as C is unknown, what we are going to do? We will assume that the coordinate of C is some xy. That's what we can do. Now, as before, we know what we mean by the point xy. Okay? We can draw some line and you can understand the meaning. So, if I draw this particular line, yes, we know some meaning. What is x1, what is y1? From these two lines, we can find it. Yes? Similarly, if I draw another line, suppose this one, in terms of this line, somehow we can find what is x and what is y. Yes? Similarly, if I draw another line, all are perpendicular on the x-axis. Yes? So, in terms of these three lines, somehow you can know what is x1, what is y1, what is x, what is y, what is x2, y2. Is it clear? All of you know? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Let us draw another line. Now, to understand it clearly, let us name the points. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, you can consider any point. Suppose here D, E, F, maybe P, Q if you want. Okay, I have marked all the points. If you don't want, skip it. So A, B, C are given. So what are known to us? As I said, x1, y1, x2, y2, M, N. These 6 numbers are known to us. What we have to find? What is our aim?
X and Y, sir.
Okay. Our aim is to find C. That is, we are going to find the value of X and Y. Okay. In terms of the known symbols, we have to find the unknown X and Y. Is it clear, all of you? Fine?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now from the known quantities, again we can find, suppose D, D, F, if you have to find, I think all of you can find. So you are going to help me when needed. Here we have two triangles. You see, we have two triangles. One is triangle ACQ and another is triangle AB, or we can say
P.
ABC.
APB.
Now do you see these two triangles are similar? Do you see? Right? Similar means all the angles are same. That is, shape is same, isn't it? All the angles
Yes,
corresponding
yes,
angles are same. Now, when you know two triangles are similar, we have a relationship. Do you remember? If I consider the corresponding side, suppose here if I write this as AQ by AP, this ratio is equal to here. If I consider AC by AB, you know this one. Also, we have another ratio.
Yes, sir.
Okay, C Q by B. All of you know this result. These two triangles are
Yes,
very
sir.
similar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if I consider the first two or even the other two, AQ, can you find AQ in terms of our known quantity? What is AQ? For AQ is nothing but D, and D is nothing but OE minus OD. What is OE?
X. X.
Okay, OE is actually X. What is OD? Isn't it X1?
X1. X1.
Similarly, if I have AP, can you find it? Let us try AP. What is AP? AP is somewhere here. Okay. AP is nothing but DF. isn't it?
DF.
Okay. What is DF? I can write OF minus OD.
X2 minus
Okay. It is X2 minus X1.
X1.
Okay, all of you understood? So here it is
Yes, sir.
X minus X1 by X2 minus X1. Now I have another one. What is AC by AB? Can you tell me? AC by BC is M by N. So AC by AB, what will be the value?
M by M plus N.
Yeah, that's it. All of you are agree? If AC by BC is M is to N or M by N, then AC by AB will be M by M plus N. All of you are agree?
Yes,
Yes?
sir.
Now similarly, somehow I have to find CQ by BP. CQ is nothing but CE minus QE. Yes? What is CE? It is Y. Is it? It is Y. What is QE? QE is same as AD. It is Y1. Similarly, what is BP? What is BP? BP is same
Y2
as
minus Y1.
okay, let me write
Y2
BF minus EF. Yes. What is BF? BF is Y2. What is PF? PF is same as AD. Yes. This part is again same as AD. So it is Y1. Is it clear, all of you? So I can write Y minus Y1 by Y2 minus. So up to this part, if any of you have any question, please ask. No.
No, sir.
Okay. No. Fine. Now what are we going to do? If I consider these two, we have a relation, and you can see except X from this particular relation, everything else is known to us, isn't it? X1, X2, M, and everything is known to us. So if you consider this particular equation, you can solve it for X. Hope all of you can solve. What is the value? Can you help me? If you solve it, you get something like this. Only X is unknown. From the first two equations, if you solve, only X is unknown, and if you solve, you get X as this one.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, from the other two,
So,
if I consider the second and third equation, then if you solve, because the expressions are similar, you get M Y2 plus N Y1 by N plus N. If you can solve one of them, the other is almost similar. Got it? So you can see X and Y are obtained. So in terms of the known symbol, I can find X and Y. That is the coordinate of C is XY, we wrote XY. So otherwise, I can write coordinate of C as M X2 plus N X1 by N plus N and M Y2 plus N Y1 by N. So if the point C divides the line segment AB into M is to N ratio, then its coordinate is mx2 plus mx1 by m plus n and mx2 plus my1 by m plus n. So if I give you 2 points, then the ratio. Okay, anyway, one of you tell me 4 numbers, that is 2 points.
-2,
-2,
-2,
2, then other point,
4, 3.
3, 3. Is it?
Okay.
Okay. Now give me a ratio, m is to n. Or 2 numbers, give me 2 numbers.
4:2.
Okay, 4 is to 2. Okay? So that is, this part is 4 is to 2 is actually 2 is to 1. Isn't it? 4 is
2
to
is to 1.
actually. Okay, so let us
Yes.
write 4 is to 3. Okay? So this is, so what is given? The points are here, x1 is -2, y1 is 2, yes, x2 is 3, y2 is again 3, m is 2, m equal 4, and m equal 3. Now I have to find the point which divides the line segment. If you want, you can write it A, B. I have to find the point C which divides AB into 4 is to 3 is U. If you simply use the formula, you can find it. Yes. What is C here? The coordinate is m x2. What is m here? 4. 4 into x2. What is x2? 3. Yes. Plus n x1. N is 3. What is x1? Is -2. Yes. By m plus n. So this is 4 plus 3. Similarly, y coordinate m y2. What is m? M is 4. What is y2? It is 3. Yes. Plus n is 3. And what is y1? Y1 is 2 by 4 plus. If you simplify, you will get 2 numbers. Whatever you get, that is the coordinate. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Instead of 4 is to 3 ratio, if I ask you to find the midpoint, what do you mean? Midpoint means the ratios, that is the point divides the line segment into 2 equal halves. Suppose here I have 5, it will be again 5. Here I have k, I have k. That is ultimately I have k is to k or 5 is to 5, 3 is to 3, something like this. So ultimately I can say the ratio becomes k by k means ultimately 1 is to 1. So if the point is midpoint, then I can say m equal to 1 and n equal to 1. Yes. So if I write m equal to 1 and n equal to 1, so what I get? The midpoint. The midpoint, if I consider the midpoint, that means m is equal to 1 and n is equal to 1, then the formula, what you see, it is x1 plus x2 by 2, because m is equal to 1, n is equal to 1, 1 plus 1, 2, and here, that is y1 plus y2 by 2. Do you see? If you have to find the midpoint, it's much more easier. Okay? So instead of writing m is to n, sometimes it is easier to write m by n as one symbol k. Or I can write k is to 1. Yes? If I write m by n, that number, that fraction may be equal to k, then I can write the fraction to be k is to 1. Then if I write using the same formula, that is instead of m is to n, we are using k is to 1. Same. But here m and n may be whole number, here k may not be whole number, it may be fraction. So the formula becomes a bit easier. Why so? If I use the same formula, what I get? K is to 1. Initially it is m is to n, now k is to 1. What will be the formula? K x2 plus 1 x1. That is simply x1 by k plus 1. Yes? Here it is k y2 plus 1 into y1. That is simply y1 by k plus 1. Now what we have just discussed is internal division. Why so? We have considered the point, that is C, in between A and B. Yes? Instead of that, what we can do, we can consider the point C maybe outside AB. So let us point this way, that is A and B are somewhere here. Let us write it. Suppose A is a point, similarly you can consider B is a point with coordinate x1, y1, where a coordinate x2, y2. Now let us extend this to some other point. What is the question? Wherever the point is, maybe inside, maybe outside, it will have some ratio, maybe m is to n. Okay? Now we have to find the point C. That is again in terms of m, n, x1, y1, x2, y2, we will have to find the coordinate of the point C. How to find it? Similar technique. You have to proceed similarly. You will have to triangles here if you join all of the lines. Yes? I'm not going to write everything. Hope you can find. If you form triangles like this, okay, as before, okay, You can extend this one if you want. So if you form the triangles, two triangles are similar. Again, these two triangles, the small one and large one, they are similar. You can apply again the same technique, the same ratio, and you can solve it. Now what will happen? Instead of earlier what we had m by n in the ratio, because after all you will have a ratio AB by AC, yes, AB by AC in the ratio. So in the middle part, earlier what we had, it is m by m plus n. Do you remember? In the middle part I had, yes, m by m plus n. Here if you see, it will be m by m minus n, because this one is outside. If you observe it, you can see this by this. Do you see? AB, because the smaller triangle is similar to the larger one. Smaller is AB and larger one is here AC. So AB by AC, if you see, it is somehow AB m by m minus 1. Do you see here? So you can verify. Proceed similarly, exactly this way. Now after calculation, what you get? You will get the same formula, but the sign will be negative. That is, if you replace n by minus n, you will get it. So for external division, if you apply the same technique, the coordinate of the point C here, he will be almost similar, but m x2 here minus n x1 by m minus n. That is, you have to replace n by minus n. That's it. And here m y2 minus n y1 by m minus n. Hope all of you will try, because it is similar. Let us discuss a few questions briefly. Let's see whether we can read the question. If yes, can you solve it? What
Yes,
is median? All of you know median? Median of a triangle? So it seems some of you don't know.
Yes, sir.
If you know, it's fine. So what is median? If 3 points are given, was A, B, and C. So it is a triangle. Yes, so it is. So median means if we consider a midpoint. Midpoint here, suppose D, E, F, whatever it is. If you consider a midpoint, now if you join this line, AD, this one is one of the median. Similarly, DE is median, one of the median. So similarly, okay, these are the median. So if you join one vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side, that is known as a median. Now, if you know ABC, because all the vertices are given, you can find D. Can you find it? Can you find AD? Simply you have to use the midpoint. You can find it? All of you?
Yes, sir.
No. Okay. So first you have to find midpoint of all the three sides. Then you have to use the distance formula to calculate the median. Is it clear? Now consider the next question. So, can you read it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What to do? So it's very simple. You have to use the second formula, because it is external. External means the point is outside the given point. So here one point is 3, 4, somewhere here. The other point is minus 6, 2. Yes? And you have to find another point C somewhere here. I don't know. But the ratio is 3:2. And it is external division. You have to use the second formula. What is the formula? So it is m x2 minus n x1 by m minus n. Similarly, so you have to simply apply the formula. That's it. All the quantities are known to you. Hope you can find it. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now see the third question. So now what is given? You have to trisect, not bisect or anything. So you have 2 points. One is A, and that is B. Okay. Now you have to trisect the line. Running it. Trisect means you have to make 3 equal parts. If you consider midpoint, midpoint will divide the line segment into 2 equal halves, isn't it? Now trisect means you have to find 2 points actually. Suppose here is C and D. So that we have 3 equal parts of the original line segment. Got it? Now how to find it? That is the question. A is known because the coordinate of A is completely given. 2 minus 1, 2 minus 2n, minus 7. Now how to find the coordinate of C? Any idea, any of you?
So the ratio is 1:2.
Okay, fine. So if you consider the point, when you want to find the point C, forget about the point D. What do you mean? AC is half of CB, or here if I have one part, in this part I have two parts. That is, ratio will be 1:2. Similarly, when you have to find the point D, forget about C, the ratio will be 2:1.
2:1.
Because here I have two parts, here I have three parts. Got it? All of you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, with the next question. First, you have to understand the question. So, you understand the question. 2 points are given. One is 0, 3. 0, 3 may be somewhere here. Yes, 0, 3. What is the question? So, if you join the line segment, means if you join the point by this line segment AB, then it intersects the x-axis at some point. Yes, you have to find that particular point. Yes, and the ratio. So, since the point C lies on the x-axis, so its y coordinate will be 0. Whatever be the point here, if it is x, then other coordinate is 0. Isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Got
sir.
it? So, if the ratio is m:n, suppose the question is you have to find the ratio m:n. Suppose the ratio is n:n. Now, what you know the y coordinate of this point. So, if you apply the formula has two parts. Yes, mx2 plus nx1. So, if you apply it, forget about the first part, whatever it is, mx2. In the second part, if you apply it, m:n, m y2, isn't it? M into y2, yes, y2 is -1 plus n into, what is that? It is y1, it is 3 by m plus 1. Forget about the first one, similar expression, but we don't know the point, it is x0, isn't it? So we cannot compare the first two, but second one we can compare. Yes, from the second one, what we see, if we compare these two, I will
Yes,
get m:2. So it is m:2, so -m plus 3n by m plus n equal to 0, isn't it? So if you simplify, you will get the point or the ratio n square. Got it, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Once you get the ratio,
Yes, sir.
you will find the point. Yes, if you get the ratio, you can find the exact point. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, let us consider the last question. Here, it's very simple. 2 points are given, but these are not the end points. One is the end point. Suppose here A is the point, and B is somewhere here. A is given, yes, -5, 4, and B is not given. The midpoint is given. Their midpoint is, suppose C here, it is 1, -4. B is not given. Whatever be the value of B, suppose xy, or you can write x2, y2 also. B is not given. So can you find B, the coordinate of B? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
we
sir.
apply the formula, what is 1? So actually by midpoint formula, this point is 1, 4 is actually -5 plus x2 by 2. Yes, and here just to compare, if you compare the first one with this one, you will get x2. Similarly, you will get y2. Okay, let us stop here and see you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.